Hey, we're out here at Talley Vineyards, south of San Luis Obispo, a little bit east of Arroyo Grande. Actually, we're located right now in the Arroyo Grande Valley. There's about 1,000 acres of vineyards grown in this area. A lot of cool grape varieties, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir. They do very well here. And Talley makes some great wines. Hi, I'm Barry Cleveland. We're out at Talley Vineyards today, and we're speaking with Brian Talley. Brian's the president of Talley Vineyards. And Brian, thanks for having us here.
Well, I'm happy that you're here, Barry.
Very good. Well, tell us about Talley Vineyards. You've been out here for a while. Before you were a vineyard, you've been growing lots of things out here.
Yeah, my grandfather started Talley Farms back in 1948, and we've grown vegetables here since that time. We continued to grow vegetables and got into growing wine grapes in 1982, made our first wines in 1986.
My goodness. And so what kind of grapes are best grown out here? What have you had success with?
Our real specialty here is Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. They do very well in this very cool coastal climate that we have here.
And now we're not in Edna Valley. We're just south of Edna Valley. Is that right?
Right. We're here in the Arroyo Grande Valley.
Okay. And there's only a couple wineries really located in this area. You have a good amount of land here devoted to grapes. How many acres are you growing right here for vineyards right now?
Well, in our own operations, we have about 200 acres here, and about a 40-acre vineyard up in Paso Robles.
Okay.
On the overall Arroyo Grande area, there's about 1,000 acres of grapes grown.
1,000 acres. Well, that's goodness. That's right. I heard a farmer tell me the other day, a grape grower, that they can never really judge for a plan for an average harvest because there's no such thing as an average harvest. It's either one way or the other. Yields are down, yields are up, bud break doesn't work out, frosts come. It's a tough business to be in.
Well, it is, and it's something that my family's been doing for a long time. I was born and raised with it. My grandfather started farming here back in 1948, and so I understand things go up and down.
That's right. So you've been the farming's been going on since 1948. When did the winery first start?
We actually started growing grapes in 1982, and we made our first wines in 1986, so we've been at it for just over 20 years now.
Wonderful. And so what's your flagship wines? What are we looking for when we taste Talley wines?
Well, the two things that we're most noted for are Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, both of which thrive in this very cool coastal climate here in the Arroyo Grande Valley. Excellent.
And how many vineyards do you have right on the property here?
Right here where we're located is the Rincon Vineyard. We also have Rosemary's Vineyard, a vineyard named after my mother just down the road. We own two other vineyards in the Edna Valley and one vineyard in Paso Robles.
Great. So you can select from a lot of different fruit and decide what you want to make and how it's all going to taste in the end.
Exactly, and that's one of the most interesting parts of the business as far as I'm concerned.
Well, tell us about Bishop's Peak label. I see that label as well. It's an excellent dinner drinking wine. It also comes from the Talley Vineyards. Is that right?
Well, Bishop's Peak is what I call our grower's label, and that involves a collaboration between ourselves and other growers that really share our commitment to high-quality farming. We buy those grapes and make the wines here, whereas the Talley Vineyards wines are produced entirely from our own grapes.
Excellent. And by the looks of it here, you're using oak barrels. These are French oak. Is that mostly what we use? Any other?
We use a little bit of American oak on the Bishop's Peak wines, but the Talley wines we use 100% French oak.
And the 2008 harvest, which you're just finishing up with, you said today you're bringing in the last bit of the Cabernet from the north. How's it looking? What's the quality like?
So far, so good on the quality side. I think Pinot Noir, the yields were reduced a little bit, but I think flavors are very concentrated. We had a nice crop in the Chardonnay, and the flavors of the grapes were just fantastic this year.
Well, this is some great wine coming out of this region out here. We're in Arroyo Grande Valley. This is a beautiful winery you've got set up here. We're going to take a little tour and see the hacienda-style tasting room and some of the other features you have on the property here. But thanks, Brian, so much for letting us come on in here. Great. Well, we'll look forward to it and look forward to having some great Talley wines here in Arroyo Grande.
Do they pour them? And remember, let's go. That's my favorite.
We're in the Rincon room here at Talley Vineyards. This is kind of semi-private room where there's wine events, tasting events, wine club activities are in here. It's also a gallery with local artists showing their wares. Plus, you as a member of the wine club can come in and actually reserve this room with advance notice and with a few friends have a sit-down tasting led by one of the staff here at Talley, and they'll walk through numbers of their wines that they have available here. So come on out to Talley Vineyards and check out all the activities they have going on for visitors.